Good afternoon to all my dear colleagues, pharma colleagues, and good afternoon, Dr. Saravanan, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Is it audible, sir?
Yes, audible, sir.
Saravanan, sir?
Yes, audible, sir. My voice is audible? Hello?
Yes, sir. It's audible.
Yeah.
Audible, sir.
Okay. Sir.
Good afternoon, all my dear colleagues, pharmacy colleagues. The second day of the 5 days international webinar, FDP, is going on now. We had already 3 sessions. Now the 4th session is going to start under the dynamic lecture by the Dr. Saravanan, sir. I welcome you, sir, Saravanan, sir, Bharat Institute of Higher Education and Research for this session. And about our college, the college, Malnad College of Pharmacy started in 2004, about some 21 years old now. The college is offering the courses like B Pharmacy, PharmD, PharmD Postbaccalaureate, and M Pharmacy with the 3 specializations about pharmaceutics, pharmanalysis, and pharmacology. And college is having some NRF ranking and UGC 2F approved, and NBA 4th cycle is going on now. That's the process. In process, of course, next month they're going to have inspection for this NBA also. And about the college, we are putting the placements all time results and all very good. Good number of publications, research publications we used to have. And we encourage all the students and staff also to proceed for any research activities. And as a part of this one, FDP, to update ourselves from time to time. So we need to update ourselves. So for that, we conducted one FDP last year, and again, one more FDP now with the resource persons like Dr. Saravanan sir. We're going to have a successful FDP now. Now, I request our faculty to proceed further. Thank you.
Good afternoon, one and all. I'm elated to introduce our esteemed speaker, Dr. R. Saravanan sir. Dr. R. Saravanan is a highly accomplished professor and head of the Department of Pharmaceutics. With a robust career spanning over 15 years in pharmaceutical teaching and research. A dedicated professional and a life member of the Tamil Nadu State Pharmacy Council. He holds a strong academic foundation with an MPharm in pharmaceutical biotechnology and a PhD in pharmaceutical science. Dr. Sarvanan's research is marked by groundbreaking work, particularly in the development of plant-based edible vaccines. His standout achievement includes successfully leading a project to produce a transgenic edible banana containing the CTB antigen. This innovative work involved complex genetic engineering from constructing recombinant DNA to confirming the expression of the CTB antigen in banana fruit and leaves, and then verifying its effectiveness in vivo. This was a first of its kind attempt to express the CTB antigen in banana, showcasing his pioneering spirit and expertise in pharmaceutical technology. His commitment to practical innovation is further evidenced by his extensive portfolio of intellectual property. Dr. Sarvanan holds an impressive 6 Indian patents covering diverse pharmaceutical innovations, including novel compounds for cancer treatment and detection methods. Additionally, he has secured 4 design patents, demonstrating his creativity in developing practical solutions like an automatic insulin wearable omnipod system and a disinfection chamber for COVID-19. He has also secured significant funding, notably an AICTE RPS project worth 24.8 lakh in 2021, focusing on molecular biology and novel drug delivery system, plant-based edible banana vaccine against cholera. His research findings are widely disseminated through numerous publications in reputable journals and the authorship of 6 books covering topics like microbiology, bioprocess technology, and pharmacognosy. Beyond his research, Dr. Sarvanan has held significant leadership roles, including professor and head of the Department of Pharmaceutics at Bharat Institute of Higher Education and Research, and previously at Quis College of Pharmacy. In these roles, he has been responsible for overseeing academic programs and fostering research and development. He is a dedicated mentor, having successfully guided 76 undergraduate and 24 postgraduate students through their research projects. Currently, he is supervising 8 PhD students, demonstrating his commitment to nurturing the next generation of pharmaceutical scientists. His extensive experience in both academic leadership and hands on research underscores his comprehensive contributions to the field. I now request Dr. Sarvanand sir to deliver the lecture.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your
You are
wonderful
not
inviting speech. So, thank you for this giving this wonderful opportunity. Is it audible, madam?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So, thank you for to giving this wonderful opportunity to share my views in the AI tools, the role of modern tools in the education and research with my young dynamic faculties along with the help of Malardi Institution. And today, the topic of role of AI and modern tool in the education and research. Because nowadays the education means only the blackboard as well as with the chalk piece. And now the time is over. Now there are the n number of tools. It will play a crucial role for better understanding as well as learning platform to the students. For this wonderful time up, uh, the Malaradi College of Pharmacy, they're giving the wonderful program to organize this 5 days faculty development program with dynamic faculties. I thank the convener, Dr. M. Sudhakar sir, principal as well as professor, Malaradi College of Pharmacy, as well as the co-convener, sir, Dr. C. Parthiban, professor and HOD, Malaradi College of Pharmacy, as well as the coordinator, the various members like Sandhya and Divya Yojana and Shivasrisha and Tajuddin Sheikh for inviting this wonderful lecture series as well as this faculty development program. Thank you, ma'am, and thank you, sir. We will go to the topic. Now, the pharmacy education, because as a pharmacy, we are running the various courses as well as programs like B pharmacy, M pharmacy, and PharmD program, post baccalaureate, as well as diploma in pharmacy. All they are regulated by the guidelines given by the Pharmacy Council of India. They are giving the syllabus framing as well as teaching methodology. They are framing the syllabus for the various courses to understand about the complete, because this keep on learning is continuous learning course, because the pharmacy is a program is day to day we have to update about the knowledge about the medicines and the procedure preparation, all the things, because that's why it is a each and every day updation is very important for the better understanding. So pharmacy education is undergoing a transformative shift to better equip the students for the demands of the modern patients and centered healthcare. Why? Because compared to other departments like engineering or other courses, architect, this pharmacy, especially for healthcare oriented programs, the updation is very important. Why? Because every day we are identifying the new infectious or new organisms, so automatically we have to control or we have to overcome the problems by identifying the new tools as well as new medicines to overcome the infectious disease. So as a healthcare team, the updation is very important. So not only the updation in the medicine, updation in the teaching skill also is very important. So this for better understanding, because framing the syllabus to reading and discussing about the syllabus topics and reading the subject, writing the exams, they say everything is okay. But still there is some lag in the understanding platform. Why? Because students they are keep on studying the syllabuses, they are completion, they are scoring, they are getting the better grade points. But even though they having lagging some area and their expression, they are unable to come the complete expression to exploit in the society. So the problem based learning PBL, it will give the emerging trends. It's a leading method for helping the students to engage more deeply with the content while fostering the essential skills in the therapeutic decision and making the interprofessional communication. So it will give the good attribute to the students to exploit them in the society, make it more beneficial to the society. So the education, they have the innovations will be needed because the education systems, the old days from the traditional system itself, we have the teaching approaches, they have the traditional teaching systems only we are following. But now almost the time of era is over. Now almost all the colleges, they are coming with the modern tools and modern teaching technology, digital platforms, and the projector, PowerPoint projector based classes and video lecture classes. So every area they innovated in the new tools, they will be useful. Why? Because the traditional teaching approaches, they dominated by the lectures and the rate of memorization, they have proven the insufficient for preparing the students to meet these demands. Why? Because the olden days, it is sufficient to, because the number of students will be less and the teachers also will be less. They will communicate it with the blackboard as well as chalk piece, and they will consuming the more practical timing when you are drawing the diagram. Still, I am remembering our classes in the olden days when you are drawing the chemical structures or when you are writing the any diagram, especially certain analytical instruments or biotechnological things, if you're drawing itself, it will take you more time period and for better understanding. So these things we have to, because now to make the attention of the students with the 1 hour in the classes, that will be a big task for the staff especially. Why? Because students, they have almost, because the scattering their ideas, there will be a lot of tools and the social platforms, they are scattering their mind. So we have to attain their minds with a particular time period in the classes. We also have to identify some new tools and technology to making the unique mind in their class setup, so that old systems will not that much useful for to communicate the things, so insufficient for the preparing students to meet these demands. So we have to modify our educational innovation definitely, because numerous studies have shown that while students may excel or multiple choice question, they often struggling while they're applying the knowledge in the complex in the real world scenario. They are very much the percentage, they are the first rank holders, they are getting the CGPA of 9 plus. But even though when they are expressing their thoughts or the timely senses, they will be very lack. The reason behind this, because academically they are very strong and all the things in the scenarios, they know about the process, but they don't know where they have to express their thoughts, where they have to sell their thoughts. These two things they are lagging, especially the students. They need to much more improvisation will be required for this area. So there is a growing recognition among the pharmacy education that new instructional models are necessary to close this gap between the academic preparation and professional practice. Why? Because if still we are following the old technology, we cannot 100% communicate our thoughts to the student's mind, or it maybe reaches to their mind itself. Why? Because physically the students will be sit in the classroom, but mentally it will be scattering. So now we have to attain their thoughts as well as their minds in the classroom. We have to go for some useful, innovative technology in the pharmacy education. So these areas we have used the n number of tools which be useful. So this next 1 hour session, it will be really helpful for the young dynamic students as well as faculties, how we make utilize the AI tools and other important tools in their education as well as the research purpose. So this is the smart teaching for the smart pharmacist. Why? Because very boring teaching methodologies now it will be come to end. So we have to go for some smart teaching way to attract the students to making the good pharmacists. That is the reason the smart teaching as ways required for the smart pharmacist. So in this, how we are making the smart pharmacist? Why? Because the physically we are not going for the hard work or the things, but we have to. The success is we have to successfully transfer the teacher thoughts to the students. It will be 100% success. So that make it to transferring is very important. how you are transferring, that is very, very important. So the AI tools, they will be really helpful in the pharmacy education process, because the artificial intelligence tools nowadays, we are going through anywhere, any area, always they are saying this AI tool, artificial intelligence, even in the engineering students, even in the architect students, even the doctorate students, as well as pharmacy students, all the members they are teaching about the AI tools. That is the reason I think so. And now the pharmacy courses, PCA also they give a rough draft about the role of pharmacy practice. They are giving the much areas they are dominating, and they are saying the several programs also the importance of the AI tools in the learning methodology, how they can utilize for the students for the good understanding about the particular topics. So instead of writing the old technology and terms, how they can modify according to the today tech reviews area. So the artificial intelligence in the pharmacy education, they offers a compelling the solution to the many of the challenges inherent into the delivering of high quality as well as scalable of problem based learning. Because nowadays the group discussion, olden days, that will play a crucial role, because single way learning system, single way system, only the teacher keep on if he is speaking, the students always listening means there is no possibility of transferring the mind to the student. So always two-way communication systems, that will be a good ideal for better understanding it is required. So the students also they have to arise the questions, and teachers also they will arise the question. Both they have to discuss, then they have to good the good platform. They have to communicate, because the teacher one-way communication system keep on the teacher only, they will be discussing the particular topics or tools they have in the classrooms. Only listening area, if the staff will be there, students will be there, it is very tough to bring their mind in the classes. So that's why the two-way communication system is very, very important for better understanding of the students as well as teachers. Because I think because the staff always the good listeners, not for the students. The staff, if there be a good listeners, then only we know the each one mind where it is lagging or what they need. Because we are having the bunch of students, they have the bunch of young pharma buddies, they will be there around 50 to 60 students in the classroom. Each and every member they will be vary in their demand as well as need. Why? Because keep on one way learning platforms, if you are giving keep on teaching, we don't know which area the students will be understand, where the question arises or where they having some doubts. Still understanding they face a little bit problem. So these kind of the two-way communication systems, especially for the problem-based learning, it will give a good platform for better understanding of the students for discussing with the staffs. Why? Because always the problem-based learning, it will give the good tools for the revolution of the education and research. Why? Because the problem-based learning give the good mental stability to the students, and what their thoughts, how much they understood, whether they're discussing with the students as well as staff, as well as they have to discuss the questionnaire as two-way system. They for better understanding, they have to communicate where they are lagging or which area they have the doubtful. They easily they discuss the next each and the 1 hour classes out of 30 minutes. A successful class is sufficient to communicate the particular subject to the student's mind. So remaining, I definitely I will ask the young buddies, the faculties, out of 1 hour, you have to spend 30 minutes go for the classes, and remaining definitely the 30 minutes we have to go for the problem-based discussions. Definitely will be needed, because this problem-based learning, it will give the good understanding or rapport with the student for better knowledging about the particular topics or discussion about the topic. Why? Because the students they are now they are more talented, they are updated knowledges about the topic. So they needed the young blink, they needed the some a small fire will be required to making the exploit. So that area, the teacher, the really the listener here, that's why I said the teacher is a very good listener to listen where the students they will be lack or where the students will be strong. So the strong area again we make it as a much more strong, as well as the weakening area we have to identify and we have to strengthening and make it as a strong. So enhancing this AI tools is very, very important for the productivity, personalization, and precision. Why I am saying means, yeah, productivity is very, very important because for better understanding is over, communicated is over, marks also is very important. For once if we understand, the marks will become, the productivity will be arise. And personalization, why I am adding this word, the personalization is very important because individually they have certain area they will be very strong, certain areas they will be very weak. So that weak area we have to identify for the each and every student. And some students they are very strong in the teaching and they are not more effective in the practicals. And some of the members they will be very strong in the practicals, and some of the members they cannot that much active in the academics. Or some of the members very strong when questionnaires, when you are asking the question the answer will be got it, but it will not exploit in the exam, the papers will not be that much impressive. So that areas we have to identify really the person by person, then we have to overcome the problem, then we make it as a success. And precision, because the scale up each and every category now the scale up is very, very important. And where is the scale will be available, and what is the area he will be strong, or what is in stage, which area will be available, how to make it as an improvisation. We have to give some fixed the scale, and we go for the precision, we can go for the good achievement. These innovations are especially valuable in the problem-based learning context, where individualized learning and interactive practice is very, very essential for the students for better understanding. So out of this, the education wise, because today we discuss about the two various good platforms, like the role of AI tool in the education as well as research. So few slides I will discuss about the how the AI tools will be helpful for the education, and another couple of the 20 minutes work they will be helpful for how the AI tool will be really helpful for the research. So for the education wise, it will give the AI tools, it will play a good platform for personalized learning experience. Why? Because previous what we are studying, we are always depends upon some certain textbooks or limited reference books. Why? Because we have utilized the particular books, overall the things will be available in your library. That will be, you will read it and you will be understand. Whatever the textbooks is available, you read it for the exam purpose to get the good marks, just the time is over. But now to know about the much more things, even though the books is not available, so the entire area in the world, where wherever the area we want to the particular research, or we want to know about the particular topics, or what is happening in the latest things in their particular area, we can easily learn by using the AI platform. So the AI platforms assess the students' performance and customize the learning path for getting the personalized learning experience. There are the n number of tools nowadays. They will be useful for to understanding the better understanding, like Open AI tool, Chat GPT, and Socratic. These are the tools, the AI tools, really helpful to explain the tough concept in the simple terms. So whatever this, as you know that there are now the students they are much strong in the AI platforms. They are using the various things like a Chat GPT and Open AI or Gemini. These kind of the softwares, it will give the good reputation as well as to know about the thoughts as well as concept for the better understanding in the simple terminology with the suitable local languages. That is very, very important. Even somebody's they are not able to understand in the high tech English, better they can switch over to the local languages, they can understand for the better purpose. So this AI platforms really helpful for the better understanding. They also recommends the remedial content for the weaker areas and advanced material for the fast learners, because already I said the students we have to categorize the various, they having the advanced learners, moderate students, weakening students. So for the same test, class test, if you are conducting, all the members they are writing the test, it will be useless. Because if you are identifying the categorize the students like advanced learners as well as the weakening students, we have to, once if it is identified, then we have to give the input what they needed, especially they are already the advanced learners, and how to improvise, or we have to go for to the exploit, we have to the additional tools or additional roles we can say in the manner. So the weakening students also we have to how to get the improvisation by conducting the various assignments, the video lectures. It will give the good platform for the better understanding. Also, virtual labs and simulations, because that is also is very important, because the old things we are in the pharmacology, we have practically touched the animal and we done the experiments like various studies like rabbit, guinea pig, rat, mice, all the animals we touch, and physically we have injected the solution. But now due to the CPCSA as well as animal ethical committee approvals, it is very tough to use the animals. There are the lot of restrictions they are given while using the animals, especially like a frog or the things, it will not at all allowed to proceed. So these augmented uh, as well as video lectures, these things, it will give the good platforms. Labs are like a visible body. These are the even the biorender software, as well as for pharmacological we are having the X pharma software. These are the things it will give the good uh, uh, video based lectures they have given to the better understanding. Simulations, they will be helpful for good understanding, because the augmented reality videos or video reality, they have the better platforms for drug formulation techniques, and to know about the anatomy and physiology exploration, and the pharmacokinetic and dynamic modeling, especially this simulation, which will be give the good guidance to identify the new drug identification, as well as the students also for better understanding about the animals as well as study experiments. So these audio as well as video based reality things, it will give the good platform for the simulation. Also, it will give the enhances the conceptual understanding without the real lab risk or cost. Why I am saying, because the animals, if you are using in the laboratory, the maintenance itself will very cost, and we have to take care of the students to avoid from the animal bite. Our maintenance of the animals will be highly costly, and there are a lot of restrictions. So these video-based courses or simulations, it will be really helpful for the students to better understand, to give the real lab experiments, and to avoid the risk. Also, the smart content generation, because the AI helps to create the simple things, because nowadays they are giving the any seminar to about the new programs and new topics. So this AI tool, it will be really helpful for the students as well as staff to identify the lecture notes as well as flashcard pieces, and these are things they will be very easy, and acceptability also will be very easy, because nowadays it is not required to go to the library and check the various books to note the points. It is a very time spending one. But now this AI tool, it will make it as the entire work in the fingertips. It will make it very easy. Within the 5 to 10 minutes, you can gather your points or whatever the lecture notes. You can prepare it with the modern era tools and the latest updated one. Why? Because the textbooks also, it will be maybe 10 years old or 15 years old. The matters as well as the present the systems will be textbooks will be a limited one or old one. But if you're using the AI tools for preparing these lecture notes as well as flashcards to get the better updated versions or updated topics in the particular area, we can express to students. It will also more attractive to the students to attend the classes. So there are the various tools like Philbar, Notion AI, and Grammarly software, ChatGPT. These are the tools really helpful to create the content with the good AI as well as video based works. And assessment and as well as feedback, because olden days the assessment paper evaluations and as well as everything, it will be a little bit complicated, and we have to checking the backward data also is very tough to check the various notes. But now the AI tool, it automates the gradings of MCQs, assignment, short answers. These are the things we have to give the grades as well as points wise we can fix it, and we can easily go for the backward classes also, the old marks or everything with suitable scale up, suitable image tool or drawings for better understanding to the students, with the suitable graphical image for the better understanding how they are upgrading their knowledge, whether the marks is showing the enthusiastically they have to show the improvement, or whether it is area in it declined or which subjects either. Because as you know that once if you are introduced the tools, if you are put it in the data, we can get it very easily what the way we require. Whether if you needed the percentage wise, we can check it. individual mark wise we can check it, or the session wise we can check it. So all the things possible by using the proper AI tools for the better understanding. So AI tools, it will give provides a real time feedback to the students to know about the better understanding. It also helps the teachers to track the progress using the dashboard and analysis of the particular student. So especially where he is lagging or where he is improving, whether the improvement is synchronized way or it will be helpful to growth. So these are the things it will be very easy if you are enhancing the assessment tool. Even the hundreds of the students, if you are conducting the various classes, MCQs, within 5 to 10 minutes, if you are using the AI tools, we can get their scores and we can share it in their classes itself for the immediate reply as well as the feedback. So academic writing and plagiarism, that is also now it is very, very important for writing in the thesis as well as the project as well as in the publications. The academic writing portion is very, very important because as they are coming from the rural background or they are unable to express their thoughts in the words, in these area, the AI tool really useful for the students to make our staff to making as the content with the suitable without grammar mistakes. There are the n number of tools will be useful to assist for writing as well as plagiarism checking, like proofreading process and correction the grammar. We can use this the Grammarly software, or paraphrasing and restricting the content. Either the Quillbot is one of the important tool. It will be really helpful. And whether there are the 6 ways they will give you the writing theory, whether you can increase or expand or shorten or modify in the trending. So whatever if you are created the one sentence, that sentence, which area you needed, whether you want to create in the expanded form or shortened form, or you have to modify or paraphrase. So these area, the Quillbot or Chat GPT, it will play a crucial role. It will be really helpful for the thing. And another one more thing is citations. The citations and bibliography, it's a big problematic in the olden days to writing the things in the journal publication. Why? Because the citation process we have to identify, because the hundreds of literature you have collected, we have to remember whether the particular line where you get it from the particular literature or which author will be wrote the thing for remembering or we note down in the notes, it will be really tough. But now the software like Zotero as well as Mendeley software, it will be really helpful to give the proper citations as well as bibliography for your content. Either if you write it in the um, chapters, book chapters, as well as uh, either in the case of articles, either especially for review articles, this Zotero software as Mendeley software really helpful to identify the suitable citation models. And even there are the Mendeley or Zotero, they have the N around more than 300 varieties of the citations will be there based on the journal or based on the article, which area you needed. Similar, like we can create the citations and we can make it as a good success. And AI tool always because the students already I say they are in the busy schedule, they don't know when they are taking the books, when they are studying. Because if they are opening in the books, they have some doubts. Again, they will be close it. Okay, tomorrow we will discuss with the staff. Then we will read it. Just they will be close it. So again, the time duration is over. It will be delayed or wasted. Out of this, the AI tool, AI chatbots can answer the basic queries about the syllabus, timetable, assignments. Virtual tutors like a ChatGPT can clarify the doubts instantly. So anytime, any topics, anytime you can access, you can clear your doubts. So no need to wait, because in the olden days, the students they were reading, they have the doubts, they have to mark it with the pencil, and the next day they are coming to the colleges, they are discussing with the staff, they have to wait for the better understanding. But these are the tools now, it will be really helpful for the students for the better understanding on time itself. So the 24/7, this tools is freely available, you can utilize with the free of cost. Again, the language and accessibility aid, because the already I said the rural background students they face a little bit problem for understanding the complex languages. or local languages they doesn't have the better books is available or textbooks is not available. For that cases, this AI tools will be really helpful. It will translate the content and provide the text to speech or speech to text. Both will be available for easy access. So these tools, they're really helpful for the students with the language barriers as well as learning disabilities. Why I'm saying this much insisting for these language barriers? Why? Because if the students coming from the rural background and they are taking the books like some Georgia's book like a Goodman Gilman, and it is very tough to understanding the particular terminologies or languages. So simply they are closing and they are moving on to the other textbooks. But this AI platform, it will give the better understanding. They make it as a easy to understand the text to speech or the language barrier to overcome the language barrier. It will give the simple understanding by giving the virtual or augmented role. Also, teachers engaging the teachers methods for the education. Why? Because nowadays the teachers is very complicated role in the area because the colleges previous they have the teachers only teaches the subject is sufficient, but now they having the n number of role they have to play. Always some accreditation systems works will be there. They have to take care of the students and teaching ways also will be named and workshops handling. So there are the n number of works they having the teachers. So this AI tool really helpful for the teachers to create the PPT as well as videos about the lectures, and they design the gamified assessment and activities, and they predict the students dropouts or low performance analytical. So easily, no need to spend much more time for analyzing the students data as well as creating the PPTs. And now these AI tools is really a wonderful supporting system for the teachers to create the PPTs as well as video lectures for better understanding the students. So AI tools also they empowering the pharmacy education by making it more interactive, adaptive, and easily accessible. And there are the n number of tools because there is no limitation in the tools. Even it is not a cost or any other things, it will not big barrier. So they give the more interactive sessions are adaptive, accessible, easy accessible for the remote areas also. Though that's why the AI tools keep on it is growing in the society. Also, it will support both the students as well as teachers for spending of the less time period for the better understanding. Also, AI tools will be helpful for preparing the next generation for the smart pharmacists. They will be helpful to knowledge about the latest updated medicines as well as other things they can easily understand. Also, the various pharmacogenomics and personalized medicines area. So, healthcare areas also these AI tools will be really helpful to know about to maintain the databases about the particular patient's record. As well, the AI tool will be really helpful for regulatory compliance and documentation because the regulatory is very important for the approval of the drugs. So the different countries they have the different regulatory process. So we have updated the regulatory in the India like a CDS scope, and abroad they having some other regulatory bodies will be there. Keep on there whatever the updated circulars will be there. Everything will be easy to access for to keep in mind and accelerate the drug discovery and development for the new drug discovery as well as repurposing of the drugs. These modern tools, in silico analysis tools, these are the design of experiment softwares, and these are the things really helpful to the researchers as well as the faculties to go for the fine way. Also, it will give the predictive modeling for the pharmacokinetics and identifying the toxicity level, and the integrates the genomics, proteomics, and the metabolics. These are the things we have to study about these AI tools. And also we have to enhance the clinical trials design and patient selection, and what is the earlier symptoms, what is the reports they have received in the previous history. So easily access. The tracking is very easy by using the AI tool because you are having the thousands of patient case studies as well as report is there. One ADR is reported immediately we can access by using this the AI tool what type of the ADR we analyze or we got it, how to overcome the ADR in the particular country. So immediately we can boost up and we can use their remodified therapy to overcome the problem. The AI tool really will be helpful. Still now we discuss about the role of AI in the education. Now we move on to the how the AI will be helpful for the research, because faculty as well as students now the complete they are focusing on the research. Why? Because the research platform it will give the sustainability of the students to identify the new innovations or new thoughts to the world. So the AI, how it will be helpful for the scientific research. So artificial intelligence tools they become the increasingly important tool in the scientific research. They can revolutionize how the scientific research is conducted, analyzed, and disseminated. So they're transforming the scientific research from the initial stages of the experimental designs to the final stages of the dissemination. So where is your area? Whether I am doing for the research, whether I have initiated or it is the ending. Both it will be, because one person he don't know whether he have the thoughts I want to do the particular anti-diabetic activity in the plants, but he don't know how to do the process. So the AI tool, if it is entered, I want to go for the anti-diabetic activity, whether how to do. So the AI tool give you the number of ways and what are all the diabetic methods, how to induce the diabetic, what are all the inducing diabetic drugs, and which animal model is suitable for analysis. So everything they have giving the plan of work and complete designing patterns. It will give the AI tool for better understanding, or somebody the problem the researchers, especially researchers after their 3 years work, they get the n number of datas with their hand, but I don't know how to express their data in the suitable way. They have the little bit confusion. They have which data they have to enclose in the thesis book, which data they will do omit. They have the big confusion there. Also the AI platform it will give the good tool to gather the data and which how to express the data in the suitable manner for easy understanding. So AI definitely will be helpful for the scientific research scholars to work against the research. However, these technologies is responsible for ethically is vital, considering the issues such as the bias, privacy, and transparency. So here there is no doubts whether somebody I am copying, some thoughts I am copying. It's not like that, because here the sharing the platforms to get the better solution or better understanding. So definitely AI it will give the importance to the research scholars. So what is research? Why I am using the AI tool for the research? Because research is a creation of the new knowledge or using the existing knowledge in the new or creative way to generate the new concept, methodology, understanding. Because research is a broad term, we cannot restrict in the single line. Why? Because the new knowledge we can show, or the existing knowledge we have to modify, or we have to synthesize the new idea or create some good thoughts or new concept or new methodologies for the better understanding. Research will be helpful. This could include the synthesis and analysis of the previous research to the extent that is leads to the new and creative. Because if you want to start the research, I have to know what type of the research is going on the earlier, then only whether my way is going a new or it is an old one. Why? Because the literature review portion is very, very important for the research. There are the n number of research journals, because the olden days there is a hard copies of the journals only available. If you are searching per day, minimum 50 to 100 articles for 10 to 20 hours we have to spend in the library. We have to identify the 100 articles. Really helpful one or two articles in your research area. If you search 100 articles, only one or two articles will be available in your working area. So we have to spend more time period for the literature review. But now the AI tools, it will be simplify your searching process. Within a fraction of minutes, you can get the n number of the literature reviews. Similar like your works, we can identify what kind of the procedures they will be performed and how we can overcome the problems, or what are the problems they got it, how to overcome the problems, the new thoughts, new concept, the creativity we can apply by using these kind of the tools. So the research, it will be would include the synthesis and analysis of the previous research to extends and leads the new and creative thoughts will be helpful. So the research, how artificial intelligence we have to merge, because research is the new or old thoughts will be remodified and make it as a suitable manner for nowadays. artificial intelligence, these tools will be really helpful to reduce the time period to make it as a achieve the goal. Because the old, if you are going for the particular experiment over the literature review itself, it will take it out the plenty of months as well as years to utilize in your research area. But these AI tools, it will be useful to achieve the particular target within the short period of the time or short span of the duration we can reach this. So there are the n number of AI tools will be really helpful. We will see one by one and how it will be useful. And some of the tools will be useful already they have used, and some of the tools will be really helpful. They know even the name also. Here I am showing the very few tools, especially useful for the research purpose. So the role of AI in the research. So AI tools, they will be really helpful to gather, organize, and interpret the large amounts of the data from the various sources such as literature, patents, feedback, market trends. Already I said the literature review portion is very, very important for the research scholars as well as why? Because uh, first we have to gather the data, the various journals, because if you take it of the single plant like Osimum sanctum, there are the n number of person they have done the activity in the Osimum sanctum. So now still whether the plant is using much more means still they having the lack of area. We are not 100% utilize the plants utilization or the concept or their medicaments we cannot use. Only 5 to 10% of the utilization we have done. Then remaining 90% is there, and where we have to gather or craft. So in that area, first documentation is very important. We have to check the old documents with a suitable manner. So the old documents, either it will come to literature. Nowadays, the patents, it will play a crucial role. And the market trend, what is the updated things about the particular product as well as plans. So the data availability, identification of the data as well as randomized data. From this, we have to go for the hypothesis. That is very important in the research. So the observation, questionnaires, hypothesis, experiment, analysis, and go for the final conclusion. So these things, if you are using in the research, the AI tool, it will be really helpful. It will interlink all the area, whatever the databases you have collected, we have observed. That will be what are the questions they will be arise, what are the questions they will be solved. Still, what is the questionnaires is available? We have to check it. What is the hypothesis or algorithms you have to check it, and which module or way we have to go for to get the good report or better understanding that particular experimental technology we have used it. After experimentation over, we have got the results. That results is much how we can go for the analysis of the results. That is also a technique. It is very important to know the analysis of the results to get the better conclusion. So the AI tools really helpful for generate the insights, hypotheses, and recommendations from the data as well as to identify the gaps and opportunities for further research. AI technology, when implemented properly, can signify the driver the innovations, new technology. They accelerate their research process or streamline their research and gain new insight into the product as well as consumers. So AI helpful in the various research area like accelerating the innovations. They have the data analysis and insights and streamlining the research process, prediction, as well as experimental design and optimization process. All the areas the AI really will be useful to get the good scope and reduce the time process to get to achieve the goal will be within a short period of the time. AI tools, there are the n number of tools already I said. AI tools, they will be useful, rapidly transforming the way we live and work, and the scientific research is no exception. AI tool definitely it will be useful for automate tasks, analyze the data, and generate the insight in ways that were not possible before. This is really helpful for the research to make the faster progress, achieve the breakthrough, and improve their quality of their work. And especially the time span, that is very, very important. In the olden days, if you have spent it around 3 to 5 years to achieve the work, with the help of AI tool, you can reach it within a year. So almost 1/10th of time period will be saved if you are using proper AI tools for your research. So AI has revolutionized numerous industries, and scientific research is no exception. By harnessing the power of AI, the research scholars and scientists can streamline their research process to enhance their data analytics and accelerate the discoveries. Because especially the Sutix person, when we are going for the formulation of the various medicines and going for the some ointments or creams, we go for the formulation maximum 10 or 20 formulations with manually either any some restriction like a 0.51, 1.52, like this some randomized manner only we will go. But if you are implementing this design of experiment software, they will go for the variations, how many additives if you are adding. Based on this, they will formulate and how many formulation is acceptable and the way what all the formulation is ideal choice. They have the better scope for the particular medicine. So everything they will be analyzed. They will give you some good data out of this, because olden days if you are having the 100 sample, it is there, out of 100 samples we have to work together, then we have to identify the good one. It is very tough process. But by using this tool, out of 100 samples we can remove the unwanted 90 samples or 95 samples. We can remove it easily by using this AI tool. Out of this, which they having the more suitable form, that one we have to choose it, then we go for the proceedings. So is a well-known one is the Google Scholar. So I think all the members you are aware, the Google Scholar, they having the index citation. So your scholar ratio is the googlescholar.com. If you are entering, we know about our literature, everything. How it will be helpful for our research. The Google Scholar is a free search engine that indexes scholarly literature, because it allows user to search for the article, thesis, books, abstracts, opinions, technical reports, preprints, other web pages, everything. Because the literature review, if you are doing only abstract article alone, if you are concentrating, but this Google Scholar, it will really helpful for identifying the articles, thesis, various books, book chapters, preprints, everything they will be analyzed. Web pages, they will analyze. From this, we can gather the data. So as well as the Google Scholar really helpful for those they are working in the research progress to identifying the citations, because for referencing in the bibliography is a technical or art we are creating. So there are the n number of standard styles like a Vancouver, MLA styles. The n number of styles is available in the Google Scholar itself, and most of these styles they are accepting in the elsewhere, and Thomson Reuters, Wiley publications, Springer's. The standard referencing styles will be available in the Google Scholar. From this, we can take it out the citation process. We can use it easily. So instead of spending more time period for the referencing, we can reduce it by using this Google Scholar. So we can easily search the literatures, explore the related works, and suitable for the citation. Also, the keep up the research development and showcase the academic publications we can done by this Google Scholar. And the second one is WordWise AI. The WordWise AI writing assistant is a powered for the most up-to data AI technology is really helpful for the editors. In the future, the AI proofreading purpose tool fixing the spelling, punctuation marks, styling errors, or improving the clarity. This WordWise AI tool really helpful for paraphrasing the tool or summarizing the tool to give the good expressions to reduce the grammar mistakes. We can use it easily. Uh, Wordwise AI. This is also helpful for grammar checking, spelling checking, as well as enhancement in the feedback for overall fluency. They also helpful the suggesting the alternative to diversify the vocabulary, because this Wordwise AI they will give the, if we are framing one sentence, whether they will give the 6 different types of sentence, they will give it in the side manner, whether it is the paraphrase or they will give the suggestion for alteration process. So which line you want, which one you adapt, easily we can take it out, and also easily along with the citations and conversations also we can note down in the WordWise AI. So plagiarisms also we can check with this WordWise AI, really will be helpful. And the third one is the typeset IO. The typeset IO is the comprehensive platforms for providing the predefined manuscript template and automated formatting tools for help you the specific guidelines to target the journals, because each and every journal they having some setup or their requirements will be there, because we are having one manuscript. If we are uploaded in the manuscript, because I needed the based on the journal of biotechnology in elsewhere, so the manuscript they will be remodified and structured, especially referencing styles as well as citations, everything they will be remodified based on the needed for the journal guidelines. It will be modified and quickly it will provide you. So the typeset IO is will really helpful for the research scholars to generate the text citation as well as bibliography. So typeset IO also refers the futures of the plagiarism detection and writing AI tool to improve the quality of your manuscript. So the typeset IO is a predefined formatting templates. There are the n number of the standard reputed journals templates is available. If you are loading your manuscript, so it will be restructured as well as modified based on the journal need. We can collect it easily. So it will give the acceptance rate will be more when compared to normal formats. So these type of the AI tools are really helpful to reduce the manuscript preparation process, as well as acceptance rate also will be increases by using this tool. Also, they will be helpful for the journal selection and recommendation, because once if you know about the you prepare the manuscript, whether I want to publish in which journal, whether which area I have to choose it, because I am going for the molecular biology, I am going for the nanoparticle, or I am going for the some anti-diabetic work, I am going for the some cancer works. So which journal I have to choose the publisher? What is the scope for the article in the particular journal? This is also really a big task. Why? Because one journal we have to choose it when we are uploading the manuscript. After 1 month, they will give review. Then they will reply, it is not suitable our journal. Go for some other journals. So similarly, if you are changing for 10 to 20 journals, easily the 1 or 2 years will be over, because the research scholars they have the limited time for the publication. So they have to publish as early as possible. So these tools will be really helpful to identifying the good journals or suitable journal for their particular work. Based on the previous history or previous publication, they will analyze the data, then they will suggest you some suitable journals. These are the journals they have in the scope for your particular work. You can try for the publish, even the acceptance rate, as well as how many days it will take it out for acceptance. Everything they will give in the systematic manner. So the typeset IO is really helpful. And another one more tool where I have widely used is Quillbat. The Quillbat is the tool. So mostly they say Quillbat is the paraphrasing tool. So it is not only the paraphrasing tool, it will is also helpful for the academic researchers to get the good algorithms to avoid the plagiarisms and provide the good suggestive vocabulary with good writing skills and suitable new word choices. We can use it, because this Quillbat platform it will give the plagiarism checking process, grammar checking process, and translating the other text into several different languages. All the thing is possible by using this Filbert. Filbert is the wonderful tool for especially the research scholars to work against to making the good manuscript in the systematic manner. So Filbert it will useful for paraphrasing, summarizing, language enhancement, all the things. Because the main problem for preparing the manuscript, once I prepare the manuscript, the plagiarism is a big hurdle for publication in the good reputed journals. So I want to avoid the plagiarism. What should I do? So one, we can go for the paraphrase. So paraphrase, I am changing the limited editions. I am changing the words, all the things. Okay. Then whether it is a suitable form, because paraphrasing, if you are reducing the plagiarism alone, is not a success. Because the way of communication that is very important. If your sentence, if it is arranging, if it is the definition means there should be a systematic manner. It is easy to understand while reading. Why paraphrasing is done, it is the plagiarism is 0%, but the sentence is not readable, the sentence is not meaningful, then it is useless. So the Quillbot is a wonderful platform. It will give your thoughts as well as your lines to make it as a paraphrase with good language enhancement and to give the summarize. Here also again, you can expand or you can shorten your thought, your research idea generations, as well as plagiarism overcome. Everything is possible by using this Quillbot software. And there is similar like a research rabbit. This is also another web application. They allow to explore the scientific papers quickly and efficiently to identify the papers. So that particular oriented papers, collection of the papers, and regularly recommends a new literature based on your the personal interest. Like similar like a Google Scholar. If you are once if you registered as I am very interested in the molecular modeling, I am interested in the silver nanoparticle, I am interested in the particular topics. The similar like article, anything if it is published in the world wide, immediately that particular article it is coming to your mail and easily you can access. So the research rabbit, it is one of the important main tool to know about the Spotify for the papers to create the collection of the good papers in the easy manner. So this research rabbit, the collection of the relevant literature, not only for the collection as well as receive the recommendation based on your interest. So which area you are interested, that kind of the articles it will be coming to your point. We can gather the database, easy to access to avoid the unwanted article. They are visually explore the connection between the field, author, and camp. So here, which area you are interested? Whether I am interested in the molecular modeling, or if I am interested only in the silver nanoparticle, or only I am interested in the nanofiber, or in the nano crystals, whichever area if you are identified, number one. Or else you are admired with some teachers, or you are having the mentor. So I needed the articles, those he published or he cited, that particular journals we can easily access. So Research Rabbit platform really helpful for the better collections and collaborations. And similar like another one is the chat PDF. So chat PDF, they're having the good conversation with the PDF file. You uploaded the article in the PDF format in the research software. The chat PDF gives a summary and suggests the questionnaires to give the answer based for the full article. They create a semantic index for the each paragraph and the citations as well as good bibliographies and good referencing skills. All the things with possible by chat PDF. They save the time to summarize for any PDF for answering the questions. Also, it will give the certain complex topics, make it as a simple paragraph, processing it by using the AI tool. Good provides feedbacks and suggestions for the PDF documents, and also it will give the protection your privacy. That is also is very important because we are randomly are checking our thoughts. We are having the manuscript. We are not published. Only the thing if you have done the research tool, if any area it is copied or if it is restored, again it is a big problematic in the checking of plagiarism like a Turnitin software. So the protects your privacy and security by deleting your data after each session. They will encrypting for your files. Another one software is Consensus. Consensus is also another AI search engine tool. It will helpful for the researchers to find the relevant research papers. It uses the machine learning to identify the papers that are likely to be relevant to the research question. So same similar like already I said, if you are giving some keywords, important keywords, if you are matching based on the keywords, they will identify the literatures from the various databases. Everything they will bring to your in front of you. So it is easy to access their relevance in the oriented topics wise. So they are instant analysis. They save the time and effort by delivering the distilled insight instantly. And finally, it finds to summarize the scientific research papers and better visualization, better summarization, and better result oriented to identify the suitable papers. The consensus AI tool will be useful. And similar like Elicit, this is also another one more tool for machine learning tool used by the AI research assistant to help the automate research papers without specific the keywords match. It can locate the relevant articles in the exact important information. Likewise, the different exploration exercise like the conceptualization, summarizing, text order, and well summarizing oriented and central issues is possible by using this AI tool is called Elicit. And Elicit, it will be helpful for proper literature review and summarization of the papers information extraction, how they are giving the database, or if you are having the n number of journal will be there, which points is very important, how you selected the important points, it will give some good idea for brainstorming and text classification and summarize the relevant literature based specific research questions and different question to explore the topic further. So Elicit is a wonderful platform for the better literature review. Go for the n number of articles. Another one is Trinka. The Trinka is also another online sentence structure checker. So the diagrammatic checker also is very, very important nowadays, because the abstract, if you're going for the review article, the leading journals, they are asking minimum 3 to 5 diagrams will be needed. So the diagrams is already I am having in one mind, but I have to express in the papers is very important. It is in mind, but I am unable to explore in the paper. So these kind of the software, Trinka, BioRender software, these are the things it will be really helpful to know about the proofreading process or structures we can incorporate to checking the spellings, word consists, grammars, style guidelines. Everything is possible by using this software is called Trinka. So it gives the consistency and punctuation process. Also, it will be helpful for enhanced vocabulary usage as well as subject style based writing suggestions, and ensures holistic language enhancement and advanced writing tips with the tone and stylish enhancements. This Trinka will be really helpful. And last one, the OpenRead software. The OpenRead is the AI-powered platform that helps to organize, analyze, and interact with the various literature formats. It provides a fast and better understanding, interact with the papers by using the AI tool. It is also helpful to distinguish the publications and the dimensions research discovery we can done with AI tool. It will be really helpful for better understanding. Not only this, still the several AI tools apart from this, very few only I am discussing here. Apart from this, there are the n number of AI tools will be useful for the better understanding purpose, and very few I am saying, like there are the tools like Schematic Scholar, and also they have Sourcely softwares, Sourcely AI tool, Litmaps tools for drawing, Bio Render softwares for literature and listening, and Paperpal as well as Jenny AI. Like this, there are the n number of AI tools available in the platform with the free of cost. All the research scholars, I insist based on this AI tool. First, you have to understand the AI tool and what are the way it will be helpful, because based on your need. Suppose I am going for the paraphrasing. So paraphrasing alone, what type of the tool helpful? Or if I am going for the drawing, I want to analyze some graphical abstract. I want to go for the some product way or the new synthesis. So the graphical tool, because the image it will give the good understanding. So that kind of the drawings we can using drawing by the BioRender software or AI tools. Or somebody they have the thoughts only referencing purpose, or including the citations where I have to go for the bibliography or citation process. We can use certain tools. If you much aware about the AI tools, we can easily prepare the various research as well as review article and reduce the span of time span in your research area to reach your goal. So out of this, coming to the end point of the today's session, the pharmacy education is rapidly evolving process. So integration of the smart tools and AI, they enhances the learning outcomes. So AI tools, they focus on the student centric technology enabled education. AI also is a catalyst in transforming the pharma education and research. AI encourage the efficiency, innovation, and smart learning process. Also, AI will be helpful for prepares the future pharmacists for the tech-driven world, because the today world is moving very fast. Still, if we are keeping the blackboard with the chalk piece, we cannot attract the students or keeping their mind with the short span. So these kind of the AI tools will be really helpful for the better understanding of the students with the suitable audio visual programs for the better understanding to attract the students for the better understanding or good outcome about the pharmacy profession. So that's what about the AI tools and the roles. Thank you for giving this opportunity to share my knowledge, the role of AI tool in the society, especially the young buddies. it will be helpful, I think so. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Sir, we'll move on to the question session, sir.
Yes, yes, yeah, welcome.
So there are few questions from the audience here, sir. I'll
Yes.
just read it out. How AI tools helps in simulated pharmacy practical by Anjali.
So there are the practicals if you are going, because olden days example I am saying, you are going for the some experiments like a stomata index in the cognitive calculation, or if you are going for the role of pilocarpine or atropine role in the pupillary enlargement. So previously what we have done, I have taken the rabbit, I have taken the injection, the particular drops atropine or pilocarpine, I have taken it out, I have put it in the drops in the rabbit eye, then I check the measurement. But now, due to the restriction in the animal usage, even though even 100 times I am telling in the orally, if I am communicating the students, it is very tough to understand. So for this area, if you are using certain softwares like Xpharma software for better understanding, they will go for the algorithmic way in the AR as well as VR backup. So all the things will be simulation. If I am taking there are the two things will be there. If I am taking the atropine, what kind of the things will be happen. If I am taking the pilocarpine, what type of the expansion will be occurred, how the results will be occurred. So the students, if just sitting in front of the systems, he can analyze without touching the rabbits, without using the medicines or chemicals or costly agents, then he can analyze the experience like a real world or real lab. So it will give the good help to for better understanding to the student.
Sir, the next
Yes.
question, sir. Tools names used in pharmacology lab.
Yeah, Xpharma. Already I said the Xpharma software, it will give the good understanding. Apart from this, they have the uh, other tools also will be available, like ChatGPT itself. They have some VR lectures will be available, and the cleanses they have some tools will be there, and Lexus or bio renders. These are the things it will give for the good reality to the research scholars for better understanding, especially for these type of the tool. It will give the visual impact to the students for really whether they done the particular experiments. Even the three-dimensional images it will show for better understanding. Even this PAPT, I will share it with the, I insist the college people, they will share it to the students. I will add the n number of tools. I will share my contact detail also. If anybody they interested, they can contact, and various tools is available for the which purpose they can use the particular tool.
Yes, sir. Next question, sir. What skills or knowledge do pharmacy students and professionals need to acquire to work effectively with AI powered tools?
Yeah, because now the main problem for the teaching, especially the number of because the teaching alone is the profession in the olden days, but now the teacher is the multitask worker nowadays, because the teacher's work is not a systematic for teaching alone. They have work in the accreditation systems. They have to take care of the students. Mentor mentees process will be there, and also they are self improvement process. They have to concentrate on the research area also. And the final years or the PG students, they have to interact with the session, especially they have to guide them for the research area. Please suppose the students itself, they are going for the any research, they have to publish the papers in the various lines like journals, like index journals, again Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4 journals is there, some indexing journals is there, Google Scholar indexed journals is there. So there are the n number of works is available for the teachers. So the time span is 8 hours only they have to spend in the college, but the works is multitask. So what they have to do, the less time period they have to go for the effective teaching. So this AI tool, it will be really helpful to making as a PPT as well as presentations as well as abstract preparation research area, because the main problem of the teachers is they have the data but they don't know how to express within the short period of the time, because for better understanding of the students they have to express. So this AI tool, the data to make it as an image for the better understanding, because clearly they have the data with the systematic in the number forms. They have the 100, 200, 150 like this numbers is available. But for better understanding the audio virtual like image explanation, it will give the good understanding to the student. So these tools really helpful for the teaching professionals to make their video lectures and their short notes. Everything is easy.
Sir, there are two more questions, sir.
Yes.
How can we ensure that AI-powered tools are transparent, explainable, and fair in their decision-making processes?
So actually, that's why I said AI tool. There are the tools. Number of tools will be available in the uh, free platform. Certain versions are the paid one. Certain versions in the free version is also available. If we are preparing one manuscript, the privacy is very important. My thoughts as well as themes, I am uploading the manuscript in the AI tool. Whether somebody stolen my thoughts or somebody used my manuscript, that again the problem. So there is a patent. I am going for the patent. I am going for the publication. So these tools really will be helpful. Which area we have to focus? I am going for citation. You have focus one tool. I am preparing the grammar checking process. You focus certain tools. I am going for the bibliography. So you can go for some mainly like a software. So different tools, if you are using, you can get the better knowledge about the manuscript, and we can save your preference also. Definitely, the artificial intelligence will be really helpful. The thoughts we can save in your future also. It will never possible to store.
Yes, sir. Many number of questions are keep coming. We'll share your contact in the group, sir.
Sure, definitely. So my mail ID as well as mobile numbers, they will be shared. I inform to the college people to share. Anytime you can contact with the mail. Definitely, I will inform this. The various tools will be available. Why? Because nowadays the big problem is we are having the manuscript. How to choose the journals and how to publish the data in the indexed journal. So only the thing, if you know the techniques or tricks for publication, and like a manuscript preparation, which tool I have used, referencing, which tool I have used, for grammar checking, which tool I have used. All the tools, if you are using, within 1 or 2 hours, we can prepare a good manuscript for the publication. Definitely, I am always will be helpful, ready to help for the my young colleagues.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for detailing about different AI tools like Quillbot, Worldwise, Notion AI, Typeset, IO, Dimensions. Uh, Thank you very much, sir, for sharing your expertise with us. The next tomorrow session resumes at the same time in the morning. Thank you all for being with us.